every deal has three legs. Like you have the team, product, and market. That's why most people talk about those things. But there's one variable you can't control of the three. Which one's that? The market. The market is what it is. Look, the team, again, we take personal pride in firing the whole damn team and putting somebody else in. But the fact is you can fire your CEO or fire your CFO or fire your VP of sales and put another one in. Teams come and go. And in fact, the fact is, as painful as it may sound, a good company growing properly will have people that come and go because certain people have certain jobs at certain stages of the company. For those of you who may, unfortunately, like me, have children, you'll find that parenting skills change as this awful thing grows in front of you. Right? What worked at infancy is not going to work when it's 10. Same thing with true of the company. The guy who started HistoRx, he said to us the day we wrote the check, look, I'm a startup guy. About 2 years into this thing, I'm going to want to step down, and you're going to want me to step down because I'm a startup guy. I'm not a growth strategy operations guy. And he was right. For about a couple of years, he had started the company, had built more value in the first year and a half, 2 years than I'd ever seen. So, time to him step down, and then I got put in this, and that's a whole other story. But the fact is teams can change, products can change. But the market's going to be what the market's going to be. That's where your due diligence has to be. Most entrepreneurs say, we have a patented technology. Stop. Is it issued? No, we just filed it last week. Then don't tell me you have a patented technology. You have filed for a patent. You do not have a patent technology. Worse, they'll say, we have 5 patents. Fine. Do you have 5 issued patents? No, we filed 5 provisionals. Christ. You don't even have a patent filed yet. It's a provisional, for God's sake. And this part makes me crazy. You've lost all credibility. Say, we have 3 provisionals, 1 filed, 1 issued. That's the stage. This is our portfolio pipeline. This is all about transparency again. You have much greater credibility if you just tell them exactly where you are in the intellectual property cycle. Then tell them who your counsel is, and hopefully you've used good counsel. And most of the investors in the Boston area will say, oh, yeah, that's good counsel right there. Those are good guys. That's greater credibility in the fact that it's not issued, because nobody's expecting a startup out of university to be issued. By the way, Tony has fantastic credibility. Right? So that's not trivial. We spun this out of Northeastern. Oh, okay, that's Tony's office. Good stuff. But the fact is that, and there's one other thing, not everything should be patented. If it's better as a trade secret, say so. There's some good juice in here, and we don't want to tell anybody. Well, why? Well, because this is how we figured it out. And, sign NDA and we'll explain it to you. But other than that, we're not patenting it because I don't want to tell everybody. So just tell them why, because not everything in the world has to be patented. But nowadays, people think it does. So this is the same point that the gentleman before me said, technologists love their technologies, but this is a business meeting. You're looking for money. So the fact is I have a ratio rule. If the ratio of technology slides to business slides is not disproportionately weighted to the business slides, there's something wrong. I remember one presentation, it was 32 slides. I had to wait till slide 27 until I understood what business I was in. Because the first 26 slides were all about the technology. So when I give my pitch, I have, 15 slides, and maybe 2 of them are about the technology, actually. Sometimes I forget to put it in, my people get unhappy. You haven't told them what the technology is. Oh yeah, okay. I just keep telling them how much money they're going to make if they invest. So look at your presentation when you're all done and say, what's the ratio of technology to business slides? So this is my personal preference is I like a deal slide. What's the deal on the table? Well, we're looking for equity, or it's an A round and we have a B round already, and these investors, angels, have participated already. Give it just a sense of of what's the deal. Now, let me also tell you my very, very, very strong bias. Do not assert your own valuation. That's not for yours to say. That's the job of the investor. Don't say, and I'm coming to you at a $15 million valuation. Why? Based on what? Who are you to tell me what you're worth? I'll tell you what you're worth. You're worth about $1 million on a good day, first of all. So this also comes, as you notice, there's this whole risk reduction component to my view of all this, which is We all love our deal, right? Everybody loves the deal. So you walk in and you say, this is a great opportunity. I got a great team, great product, great market, right? All that one stuff, and you've built all this greatness with your deal. Aren't we the greatest things you've ever seen? Well, my point is, if you're an investor and you've now walked up those stairs, you've given the investor two choices with all that greatness talk. What are the two choices? You're asking either the investor to walk back down, which is basically a no, or you're asking the investor to jump off. Go, hold my hand and let's jump. Write me a check. That's what you're basically saying by all this, right? So my point is, don't do that. With every point of greatness, tell how you've reduced risk. So what do I mean? Don't tell me you have a great team. I hate great teams. They're a dime a dozen. Tell me that they're not just experienced, but experienced in a startup. I once had 5 guys from J&J. Never started a company in their lives. Did they know the industry? Yes. Was it a great product? Yes. Did I even like them? Yes. Nobody had ever started a company. There's no way I'm going to give them a dime. Because they'll immediately start a huge company, not a startup company. Because they don't know how not to have a secretary, how not to have a travel department. Right? So tell me, if you're in a startup, proven expertise in the field, advisors are not a showpiece. Don't tell me Bob Langer's on your board of advisors, please. Poor guy. Right? I want to know that your advisors are somebody, if you call them up, they'll pick up the phone every day. Every day they'll pick up the phone because they're so excited about your deal. Because most entrepreneurs say, well, how often do you talk to these guys? Well, we meet with them once a year whether we like it or not. Okay. You know, tell me that you know the sales cycle. Tell me that you know the title of the person who decides and the title of the person who writes the check, because they're so often not the same person. This guy makes the decision, but this guy writes the check. Well, how often do you meet? Well, we meet once a quarter. That's an important piece of information. Product. Tell what you've completed and not yet completed, where the margins are known and can be confirmed. We have 5 beta sites. So look, you tell me how great you are, but with each point of greatness, right, building up that stair, basically what you have to do is build the stairs coming back down so that you've reduced risk. A good pitch, a good elevator pitch, business plan pitch, whatever, it should excite the audience. It explains why the deal will succeed, why it's a good investment, not a good opportunity. That's the basic point. There are lots of opportunities and great technologies out there. Why is this a good investment? How have you transformed what was a very good technology at Northeastern and an opportunity in the marketplace into something that's an investment where somebody's going to make money? That's what's going to make people write checks. You're trying to separate somebody from his money. That's not easy. If I asked you for $200 today, I really doubt you'd give it to me. I'd have to come up with something pretty convincing, wouldn't I? Now, I know you can afford $200 because you'll go out and buy an iPod and 15 billion songs tomorrow for the same $200, so I know you have it. But what do I have to say to make you give it to me? Not easy.